Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me for another weekly vlog. We have actually been blessed with a lot of sunshine lately, but today is not one of those days. It definitely feels like an autumnal morning this morning. It's grey, it's wet, it's actually quite cold out. Feeling all the autumn feels. And also I was tidying out a cupboard last night and I found my toffee nut syrup from last year's Christmas coffees, and I'm thinking, is it too early for a toffee nut coffee? Toffee nut coffee, why did that sound so weird? I'm thinking not, because I love a vanilla latte anyway, but a toffee nut, is that taking it one step too far? Like, I actually don't think it is. I feel like that could be an all year round. So I think that's actually what we're going to make this morning. But today is Wednesday the 17th of September, and this morning the final episode of the Summer I Turned Pretty came out, and I got up early because I just couldn't wait until this evening to watch it. Like, I needed to know how this was going to end, so I got up early to watch it. And when I went on Prime, it doesn't come out until 8 AM, so I then had to wait from 6:30 until 8. Not that long, was it? I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I am hoping by the time this vlog goes live next week, I'm hoping you have already watched it if you are into it. I'm sad it's over. Like, I've watched that from the very start, and I'm sad it's over, but I can't say any more. I'm going to talk more maybe about it next week, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I'll just leave it there. But also, I wanted to update you on the book that I'm currently reading. So I read the original Housemaid by Frida McFadden, the blue cover, and loved it. Like, I couldn't put it down. And then, by accident, I read number 3, thinking that that was number 2. I can't remember if I told you that or not, but someone gave me number 3 and I thought it was number 2, so I read it, and then it wasn't until then I thought, oh, I'm actually loving this sequel, I'm gonna get number 3. But when I googled number 3, I'd already read it. So it was actually this one that I was missing. So this is number 2. There's some details about the main character, Millie, that I now know, but it's not actually spoiling the main storyline of this, because her personal life isn't the main story line, if that makes sense. So I'm still not sure how this is going to end. I am, where am I up to? I'm up to there. So I'm actually loving Frida McFadden. She seems to be my favourite author. Can you please let me know your favourite Frida books? I don't think the people of the internet have seen Bertie Bum lately. Bertie had a little groom this week, so he's all really fluffy, and he's just he looks so big. My baby is 5.5. And yesterday was my mum's 60th birthday, so it's a bit of a week of celebrations for her. We went out for lunch yesterday, we're going out for dinner with my family tonight, and then at the weekend she's actually having a party, which I'm really looking forward to. I think she's getting a little bit stressed about it, but you know what it's like when you're having a party. It is quite stressful. We're not having it at home, we're having it out of home, but we're doing all of the food, so there's quite a lot of stuff to organise. We're also doing sorry, all of the decorations and things like that, so there is quite a lot to do. So we have been prepping little bits and bobs here and there, but Saturday is going to be like the main day of prep, so I'm going to be doing all of that with you as well. I've got my jobs that I've been given that Will can do, so looking forward to it. Also, I was so stuck on what to wear. I'm not really a dress girl, I think you all know that. I do like dresses, it's just not the first thing that I would choose to wear, but I did want to wear a dress, and I've got actually a patterned dress. It's from Pretty Lavish, it is really nice, but I'm having my hair cut tomorrow, and I just feel like the dress is gonna look better with my hair cut. My hair's got quite long. If you've been around here for a long time, you know my hair has had all of the lengths of a bob. I've had a really short bob, and I've had not that long, but I've maybe like had my hair down to here. I've just had all the bob lengths, and this length I just feel like is too much around my face. When I style it, all I see is like hair here. I don't know if I've got a small head. I just feel like this is too much. I haven't even styled it today, I've just brushed it. I've gone through old photos of me looking at when I really liked my hair the most, and these are the times that I really liked it, and the length I think here is just right. So this is what we're gonna go for. I'm gonna see what Holly thinks tomorrow when she's cutting it, but I do think I'm gonna have quite a bit chopped off. Like, the thing is here is I don't like when it starts gathering around my shoulders. I like it as like an obvious bob, so I think we're gonna go like, I don't know, there. Also, girls, you'll know what I mean, but I feel like when you try a dress on and you haven't got any makeup on, or you haven't done your hair, or you haven't got your tan on, it's just, you're not getting the full vibe. And I haven't tried it on with the full vibe. I've only tried it on like pale, greasy hair, like not how I'm gonna wear it. I need to have a bit of a glow up pamper week this week to get party ready. Anyway, I'm waffling on. Let's get a coffee on the go.
From my window.
I didn't go for toffee nut. I was worried that might feel a bit festive because I heard them play a Christmas song on the radio, and that is too soon for me. It's way too soon. I am loving autumn. I feel like Christmas is very wintry. Like, let's just enjoy this season first. I don't know if it's awful, but I feel like it's awful. An awful habit I'm getting into is I'm doing 2 pods in my coffees, because when you go out for a coffee, you get 2 shots of espresso in there, but at home I was only having 1 pod, so 1 shot, so it was a lot weaker. So I started to do 2 to have more of a coffee shop experience at home. I showed you these clips a little while back, but I'm still loving them. Don't know where to put it for a sec. Still look like the best hair clip ever, and that's what I'm going to do with my hair today, because I'm not enjoying my hair down at the moment when it's longer. I don't love it down. So I think I'm just gonna do a little up, but I just wanted to show you how easy this clip is to use. I can't now see the back of my hair when I turn around, so this might not be my best work. Okay, I'm hoping you can actually see this. As if you were gonna do any other claw. And then I do think you are supposed to go in this side. It would make more sense. But naturally it feels more natural for me to go in this side and then clip that over. And the flat clip is so comfortable. You can sit in the car without having like that big uncomfortable clip, and it doesn't dig into the back of your head, and I just think it looks really cute as well. But I'm really excited to show you some new autumn bits to add into my wardrobe and how I'm styling them and stuff. But before we get into that, I'm just gonna top up my lips. Recently, I've just really got into lip liner. Like, I didn't think it made such a difference. I'm not gonna show you my technique up close because it's not very good. Kind of just like hope for the best. But it definitely does make a difference, doesn't it? I also like to put it all over my lip, and I feel like it just makes, like, it just lasts so much longer than just lipstick. So my favourite combination that I've been loving is MAC in Soar, spelled S-O-A-R, like soaring through the sky, not like, ow, my finger's sore. And then the YSL Love Shine Lip Plumping Gloss in shade 02 on top, because this is kind of dark. And then this just, not that it lightens it up, I just think it just brings it to life a bit more. Anyway, that's been my favourite duo. Okay, we're actually going to go with hair down today after all. In last week's video, I spoke all about wardrobe staples and those core key items in your wardrobe. And now this week I'm going to talk more about not necessarily the trend pieces, but the pieces that we can add on top of the essentials and the staples. I'm not really one to get massively involved in trends. I think even when I buy stuff, I like to stick to quite a timeless style, because I really hate the thought of buying something this season that I know I'm not going to wear next season. So with that in mind, I've got a few new bits to show you. So they're all from Naked, which I've got a 15% discount code as well, so I'll leave that on screen and with all of the links and everything in the description box below. Okay, so first up is this lovely brown jacket. Last week in the video, I was talking about having those lightweight jackets to throw over your jeans, any trousers. You could even put this over a skirt as well. Brown is going to be such a huge colour again this year, which I'm so excited about. It's just a really perfect colour for this time of year. You can see me styling it here with some white jeans, and this is exactly how I'd wear it. Just keeping it really simple. I just love this rich chocolate brown and this boucle texture. I feel like this just looks really premium and so expensive. 25th. Sizing wise, I am wearing a size 36, which is a 10, but I do think that this is quite oversized. So just bear that in mind, you might want to size down. Okay, another brown jacket option to show you. So this is a little bit longer than the other one, and this one has got more of a smoother texture than the other one. And this one is poppered. I love the poppers. The other one was a zip. This one also, do you remember last year we saw a lot of jackets with that matching scarf detail, which I think is so incredibly chic. So I'm styling it over here as well, but just to show you it up close as well, I think this is just so chic. The scarf around the neck, I really love this. I would say that this one is slightly smarter than the one I just showed you. My favorite way to style chocolate brown, as you can see here, is with white and cream. It's just such a nice crisp contrast. I've got one more jacket to show you, but it's not brown, but it is in a color that you are seeing so much of right now, and it is this gorgeous burgundy, maroon, berry kind of shade. This is a long line trench, and I think this colour is so beautiful. So on this one, I'm wearing a size 36, which is a 10. As you can see, it is quite oversized, so I definitely recommend, if you don't want it this oversized, to size down. The colour is so beautiful. The fabric just has this lovely kind of flow to it, and I think when you're wearing a long line trench coat, you don't want anything too stiff, because it just doesn't feel comfortable, whereas this just feels flowy, but it's still got weight to it. This is still heavy, but it's just got this lovely fluid flow to it. Next up is some knitwear in very timeless classic shapes, so something that really works hard in your wardrobe. And what I love on these jumpers is this neckline here. You know, I love all the little details, and I think just little things like that just elevate a simple item. And it's also got these really nice wide cuffs. So I'm wearing it in chocolate brown, and I've got the cream here as well. Two colours that can just mix and match with so many different things in your wardrobe. These are a size small that I'm wearing. They are already quite oversized. I think for all of us, one of our go-to outfits is jeans and a jumper, but if you want to elevate that, how I've styled the knitwear here is with a satin skirt. I love these because they're really easy to wear. They're so comfortable, and it's something different to have in your wardrobe. I love wearing a tonal outfit, so the same color head to toe. I think first of all, it's so easy to put together because it's just all one color, and secondly, it just has that effortless but you know what you were doing when you got dressed this morning kind of vibe. And they've got this lovely skirt in so many other colorways as well. So if you want to style it casually, you could go with knitwear, ballet flats, even trainers. I've actually got some new brown trainers I'm going to show you later in the video that you could style them with. Or if you wanted to dress it up, if you're going somewhere a little more fancy, look at this lovely brown top. You know the old saying, jeans and a nice top, or skirt and a nice top, or whatever it is. How hard is it to sometimes find those nice tops? Well, I think this is lovely for this time of year. For me, I love a long sleeve, especially with the weather. I don't want a little strappy top. I want a full long sleeve, but as it's kind of this lacy fabric, you can still kind of see through. It doesn't feel like you're covering too much of your body, if you know what I mean, because you can still kind of see through. It does gather around the waist, so it makes it easier if you want to tuck it in, or it just naturally kind of like fits your waist a little bit better. And I also got these little suede ballet flats. These are just so perfect. They're so simple and elegant. The colour of them is just spot on to go with so many different things in my wardrobe. And last year I got a similar pair like this in brown, and I wore them so much. They're really easy to wear, and I think this colour, yeah, it's just so perfect. Look at them. These are real suede as well. So those are all of my lovely new pieces from Naked. The 15% discount code and all of the links and sizes that I have been wearing will be linked down below. have had my hair chopped off. I've actually just had an everything shower because tonight is my mom's 60th birthday party, and as I was saying earlier in the week, we are doing all of the food. We, when I say not me and Tom, like all of my family, like everyone's chipping in a little bit. So I need to make a start on that. So I've had my everything shower, and I thought I'm gonna let all of my lotions and potions and everything kind of soak in while I'm doing my food prep, and then when I'm ready properly I can show you my hair. But I'm really pleased I went for the chop. Anyway, sausages are in the oven, then we need to do the sausage rolls in the oven. My other things that are on my list, I wrote it down. I'm doing the vegetable crudity board platter. So I've got peppers, carrots, celery, cucumber, and then I just bought a bag of radishes. A bit rogue, but I thought they actually look really pretty on the board. Then I'm also doing a little watermelon and feta like stack with a little cocktail stick in. That's reminded me I need to take my balsamic drizzle just to drizzle that over, because the thing is although we're prepping the food at home, we are going to like a venue, so we can't, like I can't lay it out here. I'm kind of chopping and preparing everything here, and then when we get there we can like display it nicely. And then I'm actually going to make a honey and mustard dip, because I thought that'd be really nice, like with the little cocktail sausages, just to like make it, you know, to a little bit nicer. And then flowers, my mum has got these little jars, these little like little mini vases, and she just wanted, I think she's got 10 of them, they're only like little, and she just wanted like them kind of dotted around the venue. So I'm in charge of flowers. So I bought this selection of flowers. How pretty are they? Yeah, so these are all from Tesco. The little, oh sorry, there we go. The little bunches of gypsophilia were only £2 each, so I've got 2 of those. And then my mum wanted like pale pink and white little roses, so I bought those as well. They were £3 a bunch. So I actually feel like that was really quite good value. So what I'm actually gonna do, because I don't have the vases here, what I'm gonna do is take off all of the like thorns and leaves and cut them down, and take off kind of this out of it and kind of fluff up the roses and open them up a little bit. And then I'm just going to take these with me, and then when I'm there I can properly put them all in vases, but I can kind of do the preparations before. So shall we start with that? So I did the worst job at continuing vlogging, setting up the party. When we got there, it was just a bit chaotic. We didn't have a lot of time, and to be honest, I completely forgot to vlog because there was just so much going on. But the most important thing was that my mum had a good time, and she had such a good time. We all were dancing. I feel like I've lost my voice a bit from singing so much, but we had such a lovely time. I'm so pleased that it all turned out okay, because you know what it's like when you're organising a big birthday party. It is stressful, like the lead up to it, you're like nervous, there's so many kind of different feelings, but it all worked out and everyone had such a good time. I did try to get a nice photo of my dress outside, but it was so windy and the dress was quite floaty and it was just like blowing everywhere. My hair was all over my face. That did not work out, but you can kind of see my dress here. It was from Pretty Lavish. I was so pleased with it. The colours were really nice, something a bit different for me. You know, I don't really wear dresses loads, and also a bit of colour and pattern. And it also had this detachable neck scarf that I loved wearing. It, I felt like it just made the dress like extra chic. actually. My mum's dress was also from Next. This was about the 20th dress she tried on. She tried on a lot as well, but she was so happy with this one and she looked lovely in it. I've just come upstairs actually because I wanted to show you what I've got on my face. I've been using the new Armani skin tint. This is shade L4. It's so nice. You know, I love like a nice lightweight something for just every day. I don't like to wear foundation every day. This, it gives such a nice like glow. It's really lightweight. It's got like a serum-y texture. It's really kind of runny in a way, but it gives such a nice coverage. It's also got loads of skincare in there as well, so it's really nice and hydrating. And what's on my cheeks is also from Armani. It's the Luminous Silk Cheek Tint. I feel like this bottle looks kind of scary. This is shade 65. It looks quite dark. Sorry, the sun's just come out and then it kind of blinds us, can't see anything, but you only need the tiniest amount, but it really like just brings a nice bit of colour to your cheeks. We've been to the vets with Bertie today for his annual checkup and vaccinations. It's such a gorgeous sunny day today, but the temperature has dropped. It is feeling chilly, like there is a chill in the air. You need a coat today even though it's sunny. Anyway, last week before I had my hair cut, I did a bit of a try on of some new bits I've got recently from Uniqlo and Zara. I think there's another shop, I can't remember. So I'm going to leave you with that now. I've got some new things that I've bought that I've been trying on to see if they work with my wardrobe. I always like to shop online. I actually don't love shopping in shops. I find it too overstimulating. It's too hot. It's like there's just too much going on. I prefer to online shop, try the things on at home with what I've got in my wardrobe. I just find it a much calmer process. So I've got some things that I have been trying on and I'm so excited to show you because I think you're going to love them. I've been on the hunt for some new autumn trainers and I'm eating my words here because in my autumn in my autumn wardrobe switchover vlog, I said that we were over Adidas, and actually I should have been more specific. I think we were over the Sambas. I think like that is what I meant to say, because guess what, I've got a pair of Adidas here. These, I actually can't remember the name of these, but I got them on ASOS. I'm going to link them below, but they are really nice. I feel like they've got much more like support. It's got like a nice little, it's not even wedgie, it's just, you know, the Sambas are so flat, they used to really hurt my knees actually, but these have just, they feel like they've got more support in them, and these are actually woven. They've got a really nice texture to them. I showed my mum these as well and she's ordered them straight away and she loves them, so I think they're like a nice one for different ages. And the colour, they're just, oh, I just love this rich chocolate brown. In the picture on ASOS it did show the brown laces as well, but the brown laces didn't come in my box, so if you get them from ASOS they only come with the cream laces, but I think I might buy some brown laces because I feel like brown laces could look really nice as well. So yeah, that's them. Really pleased with them. I think they're going to be my new autumn trainer, which actually leads me on nicely to some new things that I've picked up at Uniqlo. And this set I've actually styled with the trainers. I don't know what side I'm going to put the cutaways on, but on either side you're going to see this. So you know I love a knitted co-ord, a cozy set, but we do like to be cozy but feel elevated. And I think this set does exactly that. This is such lovely material. It's knitted, but it feels, it's kind of got some structure to it. It's nice and thick. It feels really expensive. The top was £34.90, so it's like a button up. You could wear it undone. Here I have styled it with a white t-shirt, just having this slightly undone, just to kind of like try out different ways to wear. You could wear it completely undone, you could obviously do it up, but I think the shape of that is really nice. I've got a size medium, and then the matching bottoms are the same colour, same fabric. Love this nice big elasticated waistband. They're just like a really nice wide leg. I'm wearing a size medium in these as well. I'm a size 10, so I hope that helps with sizing reference. And these trousers were, these were also £34.90. These shirts have actually been on my list for a little while. JW Anderson, the designer, has done a collection with Uniqlo, and these shirts are part of that. So they're just perfect, like core staple shirts, but the fabric, like my shirts that I've got are more of like a thinner cotton, or they're linen, so I've now packed those away, but this is like a thicker cotton. Like this feels really expensive. There's a few little details I love on the side here. It just sits so nicely when you put it on. And on the bottom of the shirt as well, it's got his logo. Such a nice, crisp white shirt, but a bit thicker, so more suitable for now. Also, the length was actually what sold me, because I still do like to wear shirts this time of year, but they're usually under jumpers or tucked into things. So sometimes when a shirt is too long, it's just too much like fabric to tuck in. Whereas this, I actually haven't tucked it in here. I really like it out of the jeans, but it's just such a nice length. I'm really beyond thrilled with these shirts. These were £29.90. You know I love a blue striped shirt. I really wanted to get this in the summer, but I just didn't get around to doing it. But I still think that this could work in autumn. With the white shirt, I put the camel jumper on my shoulders, and I actually think the camel jumper on the blue as well will be a really nice colour combination. I have styled this blue shirt with dark denim. I also think it will work really nice with white denim. So I don't think this is summery. I feel like this one is really nice for all year round because of the thicker material. And the final thing from Uniqlo, I think Uniqlo are so good at their core basics and staples. Their white t-shirts are really good, and also their cashmere knitwear is really nice as well. But also I saw these, the cutest little socks. I often actually get messages on where to buy socks. We don't want trainer socks, we want like an ankle sock that doesn't come up too high, that we can wear with, like, if we're wearing like cropped jeans or something like that. And I actually thought, oh my god, these are like perfect little socks, because just look at that tiny little frill on the edge. They feel like a really nice quality. I know these are just socks, but to me socks are actually quite important, and I think these are going to go perfect even with like any slip-on shoes, like if you've got the Boston Birkenstock, sorry. These are really nice to go with them, and also these are going to be the perfect little sock to wear with these trainers. And then I've got 3 items from Zara. So the first one I got was this brown, it's like a very thin fitted cardigan. I quite like it done up and wearing it more as a top. Also, what I love about this is this little scallop detail on the sleeve and on the bottom, these little micro mini buttons, and it's got the scallop going down there as well. And then 2 pairs of trousers. I did show you these trousers in last week's essentials video, but I just wanted to shout them out again because they're just so good. Elasticated waist. They, like, I've had these on the floor and I've just hung them up, and they're not creased. They don't crease easily. They've got pockets. They just hang really beautifully, and they're really easy to wear. You could definitely wear these with trainers. I feel like you could wear these to work, but also wear them at the weekend. I'm gonna see if they do other colours in these, because these have just, yeah, fitted really nicely, and they're just such a lovely trouser. And then I've tried these white ones on as well. These are just like a nice white tailored pair of trousers, but I just can't decide if they're too long for me. Do I need to get my Wonder Web out and just take them up even just like a centimetre? I'm 5'4" for reference. Other than the length, they fit really nicely, and I just really love the simplicity detail, and I like that they've got belt hooks, because I usually do like to wear a belt with these trousers. So that brings us to the end of this week's vlog. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. I hope you have had a really good week, and I will see you next week. Bye!